Matt Taibbi, who is the journalist who Elon Musk released the Twitter files to, was made to look like a fool by Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz today, and all she had to do was use his own words to do so.
Mr. Taibbi, I want to ask about journalistic ethics and information sources. The Society of Professional Journalists Code of Ethics asserts that journalists should avoid political activities that can compromise integrity or credibility. Being a Republican witness today certainly casts a cloud over your objectivity. But a deeper concern that I have relates to the ethics of how journalists receive and present certain information. Journalists should avoid accepting spoon-fed, cherry-picked information if it's likely to be slanted, incomplete, or designed to reach a foregone, easily disputed, or invalid conclusion. Would you agree with that?
I think it depends.
Really? You wouldn't agree that a journalist should avoid spoon-fed, cherry-picked information if it's likely to be slanted, incomplete, or designed to reach a foregone, easily disputed, or invalid conclusion?
Congresswoman, I've done probably a dozen stories involving whistleblowers. Every reported story that I've ever done across 3 decades involves sources who have motives. Every time you do a story, you're making a balancing test between the public interest.
Reclaiming my time. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I ask you this because before you became Elon Musk's hand-picked journalist, and pardon the oxymoron, you stated this on Joe Rogan's podcast about being spoon-fed information, and I quote, "I think that's true of any kind of journalism," and you'll see it behind me here. "I think that's true of any kind of journalism. Once you start getting handed things, then you've lost. They have you at that point, and you gotta get out of that habit. You just can't cross that line." Do you still believe what you told Mr. Rogan? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Now, you crossed that line with the Twitter files.
No.
Elon Musk, it's my time. Please do not interrupt me. Elon Musk spoon-fed you his cherry-picked information, which you must have suspected promotes a slanted viewpoint, or at the very least generates another right-wing conspiracy theory. You violated your own standard, and you appear to have benefited from it. Before the release of the emails in August of last year, you had 661,000 Twitter followers. After the Twitter files, your followers doubled, and now it's 3 times what it was last August. I imagine your Substack readership, which is a subscription, increased significantly because of the work that you did for Elon Musk. Now, I'm not asking you to put a dollar figure on it, but it's quite obvious that you've profited from the Twitter files. You hit the jackpot on that Vegas slot machine to which you referred. That's true, isn't it?
I've also reinvested
You've made some, no. Is it true that you have profited since you were the recipient of the Twitter files? You've made money. Yes or no?
I think it's probably a wash, honestly.
Nope, you have made money that you did not have before, correct?
But I've also spent money that I didn't have before. I just hired a whole group of people to invest.
Patently obvious answer, reclaiming my time. Attention is a powerful drug. Eyeballs, money, prominence, attention, all of it points to problems with accuracy and credibility. And the larger point, which is social media companies are not biased against conservatives, and if anything, they ignored their own policies by allowing Trump and other MAGA extremists to post incessant lies, endangering public safety and even our democracy. Hypocrisy is the hangover of an addiction to attention.
A couple points here that I really loved during this line of questioning. A, Debbie Wasserman Schultz starts off by saying, look, you're a Republican witness, so you're already compromised, right? You're already shady. And then using, of course, Joe Rogan's dope-looking face with the on the poster behind her during the questioning. And then the look on Matt Taibbi's face when she brings up his quote and asks if he still believes that stupid smirk that he has. Oh, I just loved it. And his answer, oh, well, you know, everything is cherry-picked. Everybody has a bias. Nonsense. Come on, Matt. You've got to be kidding me, right? The richest man in the world buys a social media company and then handpicks certain documents that he's going to give you. And that's just, oh, he's just like every other whistleblower out there. Every other leaker out there. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I made a video yesterday of Jamie Raskin calling out the moral agnosticism of the Republican Party, and this is just more of the same. right? When these guys are compromised, when they've done wrong, it's, oh, I don't know. I can't decide if, who has bad intentions and who's biased. Everybody's biased. Complete bullshit coming from Matt Taibbi. And then finally, his response to him profiting and benefiting from the cherry-picked information. Well, I made money, but I spent it on hiring people. Right, Matt, you made money off of cherry-picked information to skew reality and to promote a narrative that is right-wing and conservative, like you've been doing your entire life at the Wall Street Journal and whatnot. And then you hired more people who will, in the future, take leaks from people like Elon Musk who have cherry-picked the information to skew reality. So Matt Taibbi looking like a complete fool here during this hearing. There's more from this hearing that I'm going to be discussing in the next video. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, be sure to look for that in the coming hours. We also have more videos coming out of other hearings from today. So be sure to subscribe for daily videos. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. Follow us on Facebook if you're watching over there. Be sure to like the video over there. My name is Brendan Plank with Reflect, and I will see you in the next video.
Now, I want to point out another alleged finding from the Twitter files. Mr. Schellenberger, you've referenced several times this $3.4 million that the FBI paid to Twitter in 2020 that was referenced in General Counsel Jim Baker's email. I first want to confirm that nowhere in the email does Baker say that the money was paid to censor information, take down posts, suspend accounts, or do anything relating to content moderation. Is that correct?
It is.
Thank you. But honest reporting would have explained that the $3.4 million was paid to release information, not censor it. One of my colleagues on this panel repeated your distortions and told Americans this reimbursement was used to, quote, censor certain stories. That's a flat-out lie. Mr. Schellenberger, are you aware of Section 2706 under the Stored Communications Act? It says when social media companies comply with subpoenas, warrants, or court orders, it costs them money, so they get reimbursed. The FBI makes these requests and reimbursements to discover evidence then run relevant to a criminal investigation. Let me repeat that. The FBI makes these requests to help catch the bad guys. That helps keep child predators off social media sites. It helps keep violent criminals off our streets. I support the FBI and our law enforcement agencies. It would be nice if our Republican colleagues did the same and not fabricate explanations for payments that are defined for clear purposes in federal law. My time is just about wrapped up.
May I respond?
The truth is that social media companies are unregulated monoliths. They pose danger to individuals. They allow posts that bring harm, and that's the bottom line. That the other side will not tell you. I yield back the balance of my time.